Let him explain because Chris Wallace wouldn't let me ask the question. Why did the mayor of Moscow's wife give the Bidens, both of them, $3.5 million for them? That's a lot of money. She gave him $3.5 million. So now I would think the answer to that, I think you should release it. I think we should know that answer. Now, you won't get the answer from Ukraine, but why are they giving somebody who knows nothing about energy $187,000 a month plus a $3 million upfront payment? But why did the mayor of Moscow's wife give the Biden family $3.5 million? Nobody wants to ask the question.
The crisis unfolding in Ukraine in the wake of Russia's invasion involves a spectrum of geopolitical issues, but one I don't think many of us saw coming was former President Donald Trump's doubling down on his good relationship with Vladimir Putin and now using it to try and dig up dirt on Joe Biden.
I said, this is genius. Putin declares a big portion of Ukraine. Putin declares it as independent. Oh, that's wonderful. So Putin is now saying it's independent, a large section of Ukraine. I said, how smart is that? And he's going to go in and be a peacekeeper. That's the strongest peace force. We could use that on our southern border. That's the strongest peace force I've ever seen. There were more army tanks than I've ever seen. They're going to keep peace all right.
In a claim repeated since the U.S. election of 2020, the former president is claiming that Joe Biden's son Hunter received $3.5 million from the wife of the former mayor of Moscow. In his latest interview, Trump called on Russian President Vladimir Putin to release information regarding these alleged dealings between Russian oligarchs and Hunter Biden, saying that, quote, she gave him $3.5 million, so now I would think Putin would know the answer to that. I think he should release it. I think we all should know that answer. This is where Trump's flip-flopping on Russia gets really confusing, because on the one hand he has on the record called Putin's invasion savvy and genius, but here he is suggesting that Biden should be reacting more strongly to Putin's invasion, and that the reason he isn't is because of these so-called payments Hunter received. Politico reports that Trump himself actually sought to do business with the same oligarch in the 1990s, and as we all know, was pursuing high-profile real estate deals in Russia as late as 2016, including the infamous Trump Tower Moscow. This interview comes as the investigations into Hunter Biden pick up speed, with the Washington Post reporting that federal tax investigations into the president's son are gaining momentum. It's a story that many news outlets and social media giants tried to censor during the lead up to the 2020 election, but the narrative is quickly shifting, as the New York Times recently revealed that its own reporting on the laptop was insufficient because some of the contents of the laptop were real. It's clear Trump will do anything to keep this story in the news, even if it means tying it incoherently to an unrelated global conflict. Thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on all platforms at Caro Johnson 917.